Good day at the office today. Just come out on my trusty ag to my trusty Lambo, hopefully, it's over there, to do a little bit more mulching with that beautiful view out my office window, which I'm kind of enjoying right now. Actually, I'll change out this stupid and I'll take my stupid helmet off. So what I'm doing today is mulching. This is actually my favourite job, for a day or two. And actually we're in this paddock here, which is called Harbour View for some weird reason. Actually, I'll turn this around. That's it. And the paddock behind me over there, is that right, is called Turnips by the Sea because, well, actually about 24 years ago we did a turnip crop there. I actually love naming paddocks. They're funny, and we never changed them. Even though Cabbage Tree paddock doesn't have a cabbage tree in it anymore, it's still kind of cool. It's called Cabbage Tree. So, the thing with mulching. Okay, so this is a predominantly kikuyu farm. This paddock behind me is actually, over the years, this is the biggest waste of space on the whole farm because it's a beautiful paddock with kind of sort of nice contour and a beautiful view. But it's never been able to be grazed properly. It's always had long rank kikuyu, and now sedge is creeping into it, and that gorse over there. Oh, that's weird. And the main reason is that whenever you put the cows in the paddock, they'd eat what they like, and as soon as they started to get a little bit hungry, they'd bugger off because it never really had a fence around it. Because down against the harbour, we have been doing riparian fencing, which is obviously totally cool and eco-friendly thing to be doing to keep the cows out of the mangroves. Now, truth is, we've been here for 20 years and we put a one-wire fence around the edge of the toches down there, and to stop the cows. And you can still see, I don't know if you can see or not, but out there in the mangroves, there's a whole area of short mangroves, and that is how far out the cows used to be able to wander to eat them, which, you know, was the theory that they had some good nutrition in them for, you know, minerals and crap. But of course, pretty bad for the mangroves. Although, truthfully, I don't actually really like mangroves. But anyway, but even 25 years later, you can still see the line where the cows used to get. There's been no cows getting in those mangroves for 20 years, 5. But there was still a weakness over around here. I can't even describe it. But down here, the cows would always bust out. And so the short story is that this paddock has never been hard grazed. Now we've been over the last week been fencing heaps, and now we have a hot wire all the way around, including over there against that bush line. And so we've had the cows in here for the dry cows for about 3 days, and they've actually done the best I've ever seen. I have to turn this phone, it's annoying me. Okay, so I've actually moved down beside the tractor now. So the theory is that this is so here's a good example. Over here, this is what sort of happens is that, okay, this gorse bush has got a whole bunch of long grass, you can't really see on the video, around it, you know, which is the cows aren't going to eat. And also, the cows won't eat this crap. You know, this has got just about zero food value for a cow. It's got a like kikuyu stalk and stuff. So what we're doing, you can, of course, there was one of the guys in our farm discussion, you see you can never fatten a slasher. But you're not really going to fatten cows on this grass either. So I have now mulched this, not probably as low as I should have, but there we go. I'm doing the gorse as well. And we've cut this like mowing the lawn. And what I'm hoping, instead of, I don't think this even shows up on the video. See, look at this. Here's a big fluffy thing around that poop there, which the cows by nature don't graze because they know that, you know, around here will be egg larvae. So, or could be. So they don't like to graze around their poos. Horses will, because of different species. But now I've mulched it all, and hopefully in a month's time, whatever, there'll be lovely short grass here. In an ideal world, I'll put fert on it as well, so it'll be really good. But anyway, and of course at the same time I'm getting rid of this terrible weed, the knobbly and the Lambo. They're kind of relatively uninteresting. I mean, farmers know all this sort of stuff, but for people that don't know much, if you see it over my shoulder, there's a paddock there called Turnips by the Sea, which had a turnip crop in it, and after the turnips it had new grass put in it. Same again, that's 20 years ago. Oh, actually it's not really true. That has been regrassed since. So that has got new grass, and over in here is old grass, native, right, you know, what I'm talking about, kikuyu and all sorts of junk. Over there is lovely English ryegrass. If ever the cows get out here, they always are trying to bust into that paddock because they love it. It tastes better than this stuff. and they milk better on that grass. But I guess just because A, we don't have any money, and B, it's kind of interesting to see what happens, I'm going to try and see how good I can make this grass through just stock management. So I'm going to mulch this gorse, I'm going to pour a whole bunch of lime onto it, and I'm going to graze it hard and rotationally graze it, and I'm going to see in a year's time how good I can make this paddock without any seed and without any hard fert, because I'm a tightwad. Actually, that makes sense. Hard fert, what am I talking about? I mean, without buying any, like imported fertilizer, so like phosphate and DAP, and I'm just only going to really put lime on. Now, I'm not particularly a greenie by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's kind of sort of quite fun to see how we could farm without using a whole bunch of imported fertilizers and just use our cows. I think lime is kind of good because lime just comes from local, and the pH is, if we get the pH right, I know the soil is very acidic, which is bad. Lime brings the pH up, makes it less acidic, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I made a start mulching. Actually now I'm thinking I should. Now I'm not a professional tractor driver by any stretch of the imagination, and I haven't really done a hell of a lot of tractor work, although I have done quite a bit of mulching over the years. And there's lots of different ways you could fit. It does your head in really trying to figure out the most efficient way to mow a paddock, or to mulch this paddock. So here's my paddock out here. Well, I've already shown it basically, but and a lot depends on how powerful your tractor is, how steep it is, blah blah blah, how big the gorse is. But in general, it's obviously easier for the tractor if you're not going up hills, because that's just going to take more power, and obviously if you've got traction issues. So as much as possible, I like to go across the face of a hill. Actually, if I jump out of the tractor, should have done it like that, but so this tractor is obviously totally comfortable on this kind of hill. So my plan, which I think is what most guys would do, is that I like to go across the hill. I haven't got enough time to mow this whole friggin' paddock. I just want to really get the gorse. So I'm going to go along here and take a cut here. Then I'm going to turn downhill, like in a nice arc, whatever's just comfortable on full lock. And then I'm going to come back on that there and cut the bottom side of that gorse. And then I'll turn in another nice arc and come back and take another cut into here. So I'm basically I'm moving myself up the hill, cutting this way and then back that way. And when I finally have cut this piece in the middle here, then I'll make another cut on the top. And that generally, I try as much as possible, where am I again? As much as possible, I try to organize it so that I'm not blowing the stuff that I've mulched into the stuff I'm about to mulch, if I can help it, because that obviously uses up more energy. And that's about it, I guess, isn't it? If it's really thick, the biggest problem with old tractors, they don't have very good gearboxes, and I've got an issue right now. Low 4 is slightly too slow, and really, and medium 1 is sometimes too fast in this heavier gorse. And I don't have a shuttle, so I've got to sort of stop and change from low to medium, which is a bit of a fiddle. If I had a fancy ass tractor, I'd probably just flick a little switch and go, but I don't have that, so tough. Cost another 100 grand for that feature. Okay, so I'll get on with it, stop making bigger videos. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of my road. And all I'm going to do is I pick up this last bush. I'm going to turn downhill. I'm sort of really just following the cow ruts. I'm hoping to see if I just stay on full lock, I'm going to come around. The trick is actually trying to keep the lines parallel. I've actually stuffed up here a little bit, to be honest. I'm sort of going back uphill again a little bit slightly. Actually, I've just been over there by the looks, so I should have ducked over to get that at some stage. Okay, I'll just go there. And then the trick now, so I'm there making this video, here's sort of before and after shot. Before, wrong way around. Before, after. But also looking here, there's that plant right there, and there, that plant. The sedge is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants just here. That's a terrible stuff. I mean, on this farm we've got like our major weed is gorse and tobacco weed. Those are the two things. You've got gorse, tobacco weed, and ragwort, and then sedge. Sedge is we don't have much of it, and I know almost exactly where it all is, and we really should get onto it because I don't want to have 5 bad weeds on our farm. That would be quite easy now to send somebody out with a backpack spray and spray it, or with Roundup, I guess. Or, we could actually regrass this whole paddock and boom spray the whole thing, but I'm trying to get out of this whole blanket spraying thing just because it's not so eco-friendly. So we might just, good woofer work, eco-friendly Roundup. Maybe not, I don't know, they can grub it out. Guess what, here we go. Scott's in, here comes Yonko, wearing full protective gear, and blue, with some diesel. Yay! And his wobbly leg. Everyone needs a good German. This is efficiency at its best. I wish you get some new pants though. It's a family show. Thanks, mate. Alright, that's good. And what have you done now?
Rubbing some posts.
Oh yeah, okay, alright then. And you've sorted out that old palm kernel, it's gone to the pigs? Yeah, okay, mean, thanks mate. Alright, that's great. Okay, well I'll keep an eye, when I see you guys over there, with the rammer, I'll come and help you do those tricky ones down the thing. Yay! Alright mate, cheers. Glitch in the matrix, starting to get a bit bumpy, and noticed that I have a flat tyre. On the other side, so that's good. If I'm not sure if it's a slow leak or a big puncher, but it's looking kind of good. We'll go home and get the Suzuki and bring a tank of air out and just see if I can pump it up enough to drive it up. It's plan A anyway. Plan B and figure it out as we go along. So, I'm back at home. Tights and Zoe have shown up. Smile the camera. Where is she? There, and all his whānau. Oh, with a naked butt. It's a boy. Okay, and there's my compressor, which I came back for. And up there is the Suzuki, which I also come back for. I actually have a cunning plan now, because I don't think, if you look at this tank, that tank there isn't really going to inflate that tractor tyre. So I have a more cunning fox plan that I'm going to go and get the generator from the hangar, start up the generator and use that to power the compressor so I can pump up the tyre. Of course, right now I could really do with being sponsored by Repco, because then they'd give me a little 12 volt bloody pump thing. But anyway, never mind, that's next year. Here's the weapon of choice, the Suzuki. We'll go zoom up to the hangar, which is a green building way up there, because I know there's a the generator's up there, and we can see if the generator will power the compressor, which is a little bit of a shot. Okay, so here's the plan now. Behind me I have a generator and a compressor, and I'm going to see if this generator will start. That's the first question. It's been set up the hangar for a while, and then if it is good enough to power that compressor, because then I will I'll take the whole lot on the back of the Suzuki up to the Lambo, which is up on top of way over the back of the part, and yeah, see what happens. See if I can pump up the tyre. This is and it's 4:30, so like every engine, basically you normally have some kind of gas thing that's obviously on, that's off. So I'm going to put that on as per that thing. That sign there is the choke sign, so that means the choke is on when the arrow's that way. So I put the choke on, and there'll be a switch somewhere, that on and off switch. Now it'd be obviously a miracle if it starts, but we'll just see. It's made in China, which means obviously it will start. Sounded hopeful. Oh, lovely! Well, who would have thought? Okay. Bolts. Oh, but the choke's still on, of course. Let's turn the choke off. It's gone off automatically. I just got a throttle. Stop. Yeah. What happened? Okay, don't like that too much. We'll give it a few more revs, see if it makes it. A few more revs. I've got a funny feeling it just doesn't have a nice front to start with. Okay, that's good enough for me, hopefully. There off. What I'll do though is I'll pump this thing right up with the power here, just in case A, my generator won't start, and B, make that much easier on it. Take a tyre pressure gauge as well. My favourite thing in the world is my super cheap Autos tyre pressure gauge, which is, I wish I'd bought one a million years ago because it's so accurate for motorbikes and it kind of sort of works all the time. Good. When you pump it in the direct car and super cheap. Get up, Bella. Get up. Get up there. Good girl. Get up. Get up. Sorry, that was very comfy. So you can sit in the seat. Go on, sit in here. In there. In here. Good girl. I love you, Bella. You're a funny dog. Oh, okay. I love you too, Flip. You can come. Go on, get up. Flip sort of thinks he's old. Oh, that's so painful. Come on, mate, get up. Good boy. Oh, this dog was once a very cool dog. He still is, but he's very old. Oh, mate, I'll grab you by the nuts. Yeah, in you get. Good boy. Look at me. Say thank you. Got a big black dog on my windscreen. Hey, Flip. Too bouncy on the back, Bella, so we had to put her in there. Hey, girl. Hey, Flip, what do you think about that? Got your girlfriend here. Good. Just picked up Tim. He's just was heading back from doing some scrub barring with the Mighty Echo, and look at all the good work he's done. Well, actually, I'm not quite sure who did this lot. You or Sam?
Sam headed this line until down there.
Yep.
And I started.
And you went around. Yeah, it's one of the biggest things. One of the biggest things on the farm right now is, you know, getting hot wires around the cows. So this is the dry mob over there, they're eating gorse. Well, you know, I'm going to mow this actually as soon as they come out of here. And of course, these guys have been doing an awesome job with the scrub bar cleaning the fence line, so we can get some bolts in there. But anyway, our mission now is to go over to the county and pump up the tyre. Oh, so we had a little bit of a fail on the hill up here. Went too slow and blah blah. So we got a slipping clutch but I'll and of course we only got street tyres still. We'll just see if we can go a bit faster. I've got a flat battery. Tell me
yeah.
video. Where's the guys in the tractor?
I don't know. Yeah, you can, I should have gone a bit closer. Could leave all the stuff inside. Cut?
Actually, yeah, we'll go a little bit closer and then we can go, we can just leave all the compressor inside the car and then there's our flat tyre. Okay, cut. Okay, so we'll just see how much, Yep. See how much? Yeah, annoying. Stupid thing. Oh, it's annoying. We're losing more air out of the bloody leak than we are out of the thing. Oh, it's stupid. What the hell? So, kind of good and bad news. Bad news is that this stupid fitting's leaking. Good news is that the compressor's actually working. So, bad news might be that. Okay, this is pretty boring watching a tyre get pumped up so you can cut. No, that was a fail. It's yeah, we've been pumping away for ages, no change, so yeah, looks like it's turning into a little bit of a major. So we have to, I don't know, these tyres are worth a fortune, so I'm hoping that it's not stuck. Still got a tread left on it. I haven't ridden too far. So we'll have to come, take the wheel off, take it to get fixed. Used to use a front end loader on the Izeki, I guess, to put on a trailer and take it home. So it's tomorrow's job. What do you think, dogs? Film to the dogs, cut left. Bored? Look, fella. Yeah, okay, we'll go home, eh? Cheers.